beauty. Why would you want something like that? You can have one of these. This is a video for the Volvo nerds, so apologies if the rest of you find it a bit boring. So this is a 1988 740 GLE, 2.3 auto I think is normal for the GLE package, and this was only £500, so it looks pretty good for that, but it does have some little issues. So the whole idea is to fix it up and sell it on for a bit of a profit. So I went to view this based on a tip-off about an advert in a paper. So it was only advertised in a paper. It was owned by this old guy who had a bunch of Volvos. I think he had like 6 or 7 Volvos of various ages. So he was a proper Volvo nut as well. When he showed me this, there was a 960 beside it. And then he told me that both of them are for sale. 960 was a bit nicer than this, and it cost a bit more as a result. And like a typical old Volvo owner, I came back with both of them, and the 960's already fixed up and gone, made a small profit, just £150 on that one. And to be honest, I think I'll be lucky to make £150 on this as well. This owes me 700, meaning I've spent 200 on it so far. Really, if I could just sell it for more than 800 at this point, I'll be doing okay. I don't want to hang on to it too long, so I'd rather just get a very small profit on it. Got a couple of dents in the bonnet here, and a couple of scratches down the side. I think this side's better than the other side actually. Excellent wheels on this thing. You can see the scratches on this side. Quite a nice interior in this car. Full black interior. Quite nice condition, but the driver's seat's not the greatest. Otherwise, it's pretty good condition. It's got the cracked dash, which I guess is fairly common. One of the big things that was wrong with this car was the headliner. So the headliner was disgusting before. Put quite a lot of effort into fixing that. It's a bit of a task, but doable for the home DIY sort of person. I did make a big mistake though. If you can see here, so I haven't retrimmed the sunroof. That's still looking disgusting, and the rest of the headlining was even worse than that. But I made a mistake. I cut the fabric a bit too short in this region, so it was supposed to overlap and go under this trim, but I had to use this sort of fabric tape, closest thing I could find that would look sort of okay, and it just covers up the gap there and tucks onto that seal. I think the sunroof leaked a tiny bit as well, which is why this has all ended up getting a bit mouldy over time. And this hasn't been changed because the sunroof needs to work so I can actually get to it. Sunroof doesn't work. Motor in there is a bit broken. I've tried a few things to get it working again. I think we're looking at getting a different motor instead. We've got 229,000 miles. Fuel gauge doesn't work. That's pretty common. I wish I could give a before and after, but I'm filming this after I've basically done everything. I changed the front corner lights as well, side lights. They always get faded over time. Rear lights are a bit faded too, but haven't paid for those. Had to give the outside a good polish, of course. The whole thing was quite disgusting before I got it. The headlight wipers are completely broken. I mean, quite often the motors don't work at this point, but it's probably a good thing that it don't work now. The aerial is broken. Did a bit of investigation and found out this is a Bosch Autoflex someone has fitted, and these cost something like £70 to buy new, and obviously there's no used ones going. The worst thing is, if I want to change it for something else, there's screw holes either end, so I'd have to make new ones or cover those up, fill them in, paint them and all that. So I've basically given up on the aerial for now. I spent a while trying to get this rear wiper to work. It's just really stiff, hardly moves at all. Took the whole mechanism apart and freed it up a bit, but it's still bad. I think it's a bit of a design flaw with this thing. This engine bay was really disgusting before. Put a lot of effort into cleaning it. It's still not exactly very nice. Much better than before. I've done the basics like oil change, air filter, cleaned up the distributor cap a little bit, things like that. Check. This thing drives really nice. Suspension absorbs everything. You kind of expect that of an old Volvo. Engine runs really good for 229,000 miles. Feels like something's been done to it, but surely not. Gotta love the turning circle on these things. The brakes are bizarrely good on this thing as well. I mean, how can anyone say no to that? Problem at the moment is it's stuck here due to the coronavirus. It can't have anyone up here viewing it, really. So, until then, it's with me. There's the daily driver, by the way.